Hey guys, welcome to another Messy Raw Vegan video. I'm excited to show you all what I'm getting ready to make up for dinner tonight. So I'm going to be doing a hearty veggie spaghetti, okay? And so what I have now in the food processor is going to be the veggies that I mix in with the tomato marinara. And then my noodles are going to be zucchini noodles. Of course, I love zucchini noodles. They're a staple in my house. But I just like to do them all kinds of different ways. So I am going to tell you what I have in here. So in the food processor is already sliced portobello mushrooms. It's 2 cups of sliced portobello mushrooms. Then I also have 1 cup of broccoli florets, 1 cup of carrots, and 1 cup of greens, okay? The recipe that I'm using for this came from Pinterest, and so the original recipe calls for spinach as the greens, but I don't have spinach in the house. So the good thing about raw food diet is you can use basically whatever is in your kitchen at the time. And so I only have spring mix, so I'm gonna be using spring mix, and then I'm gonna mix this up in the chopper for a bit, or in the food processor to chop it up. And this is going to be the base for my marinara sauce. Okay, so I wanted to show you what I just did here. I am pulsing this mixture. That's going to be my meat mixture in the food processor. I'm just pulsing it for a little bit just to chop it up. And there you have it. All right, so now I am making the marinara sauce. And if you can look here and just see how beautiful and vibrant this looks. Like, look at all the colors, look at all the vitamins and the nutrients you're going to be receiving, things that keep you healthy, keep you strong, and also help to heal up any sicknesses or diseases that you may have. So this concoction here will do it. All right. So what I have in here as I'm preparing to mix this up is the marinara sauce. So there are three big ripened tomatoes in here. Then there's 2 cups of mixed color cherry tomatoes. You may see them, like there's a yellow one, red one, there's some purple ones in here, but it's 2 cups of those. There's also 1 cup of sun-dried tomatoes, 3 stalks of green onion, and thyme. The recipe calls for fresh thyme, but there's never any in the grocery store. So I did have dry thyme at the house, so I went ahead and just sprinkled however much I wanted. That's another thing too with the spices and the seasonings. You don't really have to measure them. You can put as much as you want or as little as you want. So I put a whole bunch of thyme on here for what I wanted. And then also, you guys know my staples, black pepper, Himalayan, and the Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. All right. So I'm going to mix this up until it becomes a sauce-like consistency, and then we'll move on to the next step, which will be spiralizing the zucchini and then putting it all together. All right, you guys, here is the marinara sauce all mixed up. It smells delicious. I know you couldn't see me real quick right then, but it smells delicious. And it looks beautiful. The color is beautiful. It's still thick and chunky to give you that marinara texture, of that thick and chunky texture that you normally see in Italian restaurants and things like that. So this smells delicious. And so now we're going to be moving on to the next step, which is spiralizing the zucchini. All right, you guys, so I've just set up my spiralizer, and I wanted to show you the size zucchini that I'm using. Look how big this is, y'all. This came from Aldi, and it's organic, but look how big it is. And then I also have a smaller one here that I'm going to probably spiralize as well. I have washed both of these already and going to stick them on the spiralizer. And I wanted to just hop on here so you can see how I do this. I know I've showed this in another video, but I wanted to show it again in this video. And I will also link this spiralizer in the description box, just in case you would like to purchase it. This is actually rapidly, I guess you would say, becoming my favorite spiralizer. I had another one that was like handheld, And the bigger the zucchini was, or whatever I was trying to spiralize, the more my wrist was hurting. So this is nice, being able to have an actual spiralizer that is quick and easy to use. And as you can see, the spaghetti noodles are coming out quite nicely here. And I'm also, fun fact, I'm using a plate that I designed myself. I ended up going to a place where you could paint your own pottery. And so I made this plate and I said, well, I'm gonna have to go back and make me a whole new set, right? To have a whole set, because right now I only have this one plate. Okay, so as you can see, this is coming out very, very nice, very, very pretty, coming out as spaghetti noodles. I'm gonna do a review on the gadgets that I use so that you guys can see what I do use, and in the event that you wanna get them, that would be great. So I'm gonna finish up spiralizing and be back to put everything together. All right, you guys, I am back. I have both zucchinis spiralized and ready to go. As you can see, it provides quite a bit, but that's great because I'm going to eat all of this, because you need all of the nutrients, all of the water, all of the vegetables, all of the vitamins. This is a vegetable, but you need all of the vitamins and the minerals and the great things that it provides for your body. You need all of that, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and assemble. And so first, I'm going to put in the other vegetable mixture that we made in the food processor at first. So I wanna tell you, the reason why my name is called The Messy Raw Vegan is because of the fact that stuff like this can happen, okay? So what I did was, I was supposed to loosely chop this so that the veggies would be more like thicker and just have that chopped feeling versus having that blended feeling, okay? And so that's what happened here. Instead of it being like a thick, chunky vegetables, it came out into a thinner mixture that I technically could use to make like veggie patties or something like that. But because I processed it a little bit too long, it came out like that. But that's okay. It's still edible, of course. It's still going to be used. And that's the great thing about a raw vegan lifestyle, is you kind of go with the flow. Like whatever happens, happens. As long as you got some good seasonings to help you out, you can basically eat anything that you mess up. You know, like on the standard American diet, using a recipe, if you put in the wrong measurement, if you put in too many spices or whatever, sometimes you have to scrap the whole thing and then all that money just went down the drain. Well, thankfully with the raw vegan lifestyle, technically that doesn't really happen unless you end up putting too much spicy food, because you can always add, more spices to things, but you can't take away spices if you accidentally put too many. But thankfully I didn't put too many spices in this, so that's fine. I just processed it a little bit too long. But I'm still going to show you how we're going to put this together, okay? So let's go ahead and get this in the bowl because I am ready to eat. All right, so I'm going to layer this on top. Like so. All right, so you see the meat mixture, quote unquote. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this sauce, this beautiful marinara sauce that we made, and I'm just going to pour just a little bit on top because I'm going to get some pictures to put up on my social media. If you are not following me on Instagram, please follow me on @TheMessyRawVegan. And so I'm going to just put a little bit of sauce up here so I can take me some good pictures. But this is the final product. It looks and smells delicious. It looks and smells delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, please make sure that you take care of your temple.